Hello and welcome to the Mandalorians Ramble. I'm your host, Boba Fett. As always, we are joined by Bo-Katan Kryze.
Fuck you guys.
Okay. That Bo-Katan did not mean that. And we're also joined by Din Djarin.
Oh, who's got the biggest bush pissing in the world?
What? All
I
right.
don't know what I just said. I don't know what I just said.
And
to be honest.
Joining us today for some of our special guests, we have my father, Django Fett. And for those of you Star Wars fans out there, obviously, yes, he was killed by Jedi Master Mace Windu. We brought his body to a Night Sister, and he got resurrected. So that's how he's joining us today. So, how you doing today, Dad?
Yep. All right, son.
And we are also joined by Gar Saxon.
Django's our leader now.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna throw a child.
Yeah, I agree with him.
All right, so today we are going to be talking about Rockstar games. We're mostly going to be talking about like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. We'll slightly mention other games in those franchises, and I'm sure a lot of you know that today Rockstar Games did confirm that GTA 6's trailer will be coming out in December. And when that comes out, we'll be reacting to it and giving you guys our honest thoughts and opinions on that when that comes out. So look out for that one. That does drop. But
yeah, keep on lookout, guys.
Yep, we'll do that. So let's get into it. We're gonna talk about.
I'll beat you guys to it. Don't worry.
So we'll be talking about. So, what should we talk about first? You want to talk about Grand Theft Auto or?
Let's talk GTA. Let's talk GTA 5 because this is it's the most popular topic ever because it's something that like no one can talk about. So let's talk about GTA 5.
All right.
Yeah, we should start with GTA.
I mean, it's.
Might as well just start.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's crazy that this game came out 10 years ago, and there's billions of people around the world that are still playing a game every day like that.
And also Microsoft added the Game Pass, so more players are playing it.
Exactly. It's just everyone plays it now. It's been on 3 different consoles.
Generations.
The generations of consoles, like it's been on 360, the 360, PlayStation 3, all that. The PlayStation 4, Xbox One, now the Series X/S, the PlayStation 5. It's just shows you that like Rockstar is a good enough company where they can have one game be across 3 different generations of consoles and just continued support for so many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also another thing, like this is many people's childhood games. Like this is the game where everyone really started with. Now, granted, people start with GTA 4 and San Andreas, yes, but did most people start with GTA 5? Yep.
Yeah, because it's like.
Especially playing GTA 5 through the Xbox 360. Oh, that was the.
Those were the time.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just it's just so expansive. It's like, it started out as like here's this online mode, where you can just have the whole world to do anything you want basically, and who knew it would blow up to what it is today? And it's crazy.
Well, online first technically started in because there was a beta in San Andreas, but they didn't get it released in time.
Yeah, I mean it started then, but it like
so really. Yeah, really. Online mode has been for a while, and it's been building up that like pressure. Like, oh well, GTA Online is totally a thing. Which game is going to be on? And GTA 5 was just that perfect game. It was multiplayer plus with the 3-character story.
Yeah, I mean GTA 4 also had it online, but like no one really played it. Obviously 5 was the one that everyone played. So
but the customization from like whatever weapons you want into like the missions that like you get the players so outside the story. This is something that just really just blew our minds back in like 2013. Like this shit like made the world spin.
Yeah, being able to like own your own apartment, all that.
I remember the first day, people were so excited to play GTA 5 when it first came out.
Oh yeah.
And it made up to like $8 billion in 24 hours. That shit is crazy.
It was 10 million at first, but after that, like it exceeded over close to like at least 5 billion.
Yeah, they completely exceeded like Rockstar's expectations. Obviously, they're still making a ton of money off of it today.
Yeah, they're still making it fun.
And
Rockstar is really good.
Yeah, it just shows you that they're one of the best game developers of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it shows it's so big. Like even like some of the voice actors, like I can't remember his name. The guy who voiced Trevor Phillips, he had to
Steve-O. Yeah, Steve-O.
Yeah, Stephen Ogg. He had to forcefully say, "Okay, guys, like this is a big kick that I played, but I need to like move on to my career. I need to move on to my acting career."
Yeah.
And how, because he played in multiple really big movies and shows like Snowpiercer and stuff, and Better Call Saul, but he had to be like, "Hey, man, I need to actually go on because how big GTA's like 5 was taking up most of his career."
Yeah, that
the majority of it he wasn't playing Trevor.
Yeah, you could also say like the same thing. He's like kind of similar to Harrison Ford and Han Solo. He's like, because Harrison Ford hates Han Solo now because like everyone always went out to him. They're like, "Oh my God, you're Han Solo," and he's like, "Well, yeah, but I did all these other movies, so why don't you recognize me for those, not just Star Wars?" That's kind of similar.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know he really liked being Indiana Jones, and that's what he wanted to be remembered as.
Yeah, not Han Solo. I mean, like Stephen Orr's like a little different. Like he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't hate Trevor like Harrison Ford hates Han Solo.
No, he doesn't hate Trevor, but it's not something he hates, but it's more a burden he has to play because it's something he's just.
And it's also like what people see him as, like especially in real life.
Yeah.
Most people see him as an asshole. Eventually, he's like, "Oh, Trevor's like this worst character." So, even though I play like all these characters, so here's one thing.
Yeah.
I know it sucks to be recognized for one thing or so, but you gotta realize that one thing is like a huge thing within everyone's childhood. I know it sucks, but sometimes you gotta bite the bullet. Just
like a lot of people can't separate the fact that like who they play isn't who they are in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I know I'm gonna mention something else quickly. That's
politicians.
What?
What?
What car?
Okay, so back in 2013, there was like a mini like lawsuit that a politician tried to file against Trevor's actor because apparently he was promoting violent tendencies in children.
Then don't let your child play GTA 5.
Yeah.
It's called good parenting.
Yeah.
That's called a good parenting.
Well, is it good parenting when I asked my father to buy GTA 5 because that's how I got it.
Wow.
Well, it really depends on your child and how.
Yeah.
The age and how
like mature they are to handle like this isn't real like.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You were talking earlier about separating like who you are from who you play, and I know this is going to go off topic, but that was what happened with Steve Burns when he played Blue's Clues. It really hurt his actual life because it was named Steve. That's the actor's name was Steve, and that's who he played was Steve in Blue's Clues. I know it's a kids show, and it really affected him like in this like dating life because when he was like dating people, they knew him as Steve from Blue's Clues. No one wants to date really Steve. From Blue's Clues.
Like another role that like really affected somebody's life was the character Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones, who was played by the actor Jack Gleason. It's after playing Joffrey, he quit acting because so many people would go up to him and yell at him like, "Oh, I hate you. You suck." Because everyone hated Joffrey so much, they just saw Jack Gleason's light. They couldn't separate the fact that he isn't Joffrey in real life, and
he isn't. Yeah, I know. And that's what people need to know. That
and like he was a really nice person.
And that's what Stephen Ogg is going through in real life. Like people see him as Trevor Phillips.
They can't separate that fact.
They see him like they were trying to treat him like he's an asshole, even though literally Stephen Ogg just wants a hug.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Oh God, I remember that interview where he was like, "Motherfucker, I don't want to shit on your head. I just want a hug."
yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I mean, why don't we go down to like talking about like just now the game in general, like other things
Yeah,
like
let's just talk about. Yeah,
um
Yeah,
we went to
yeah.
it. We
Sorry,
went
folks.
deep.
we went
Yeah,
a little
Yeah,
off
yeah,
topic.
we went.
apologies.
Um, I mean, one thing that like especially today, I mean, for a game that's 10 years old, I mean, the graphics of the game are still like breathtakingly
Are,
beautiful.
Oh yeah, they are.
And
they're
it's
still
Yeah.
fantastic.
Especially on PC.
yeah, I mean, and you could always like even on
Especially.
PC, you can always like upgrade the graphics, make it look even. You can I mean, you can literally make it look like actually look like LA.
Make it
Um,
realistic waters. Have like some of
yeah,
the best RX. Like you can make the game look so much better.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, also
And they
like
did a they did an amazing job.
the fact that like they continued to provide content for the game 10 years later, and they still are. Just really shows you how much they care. Like every update, like they slightly got bigger and they added more cars, more like just events and other jobs and stuff. It's like they just added always like so much stuff.
More businesses.
Yeah.
More businesses, like more ways to make money.
Yeah,
So like you're
but I'll never
basically
forget.
like creating like your own life.
Pretty much, yeah. In a fictional world that's based on a real life place.
Yeah, I mean obviously those jobs that you partake in aren't necessarily legal, but it's still it kind of shows you like what like work for money.
How money is.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, like one thing that kind of annoyed me is like I feel like every update got more and more expensive.
Oh no, yeah. Like every
Yeah.
car went from like 90,000 to like being like a mil, which is like what in the actual fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of crazy, but like it's still fun.
No, it's like you still have great fun. But I'll never forget the update they released, where it's a summer update, when they nerfed the Oppressor Mark II.
I mean, well, that was quite OP.
And they also increased the price for it.
That too.
Oh yeah.
The same thing for like
That
the
would be
Oh wait, they
DeLorean.
did.
Yeah, they increased the price for like a couple of things, like the DeLorean, the Oppressor.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, yeah, that's
They made the Oppressor $10 million
yeah,
or something like that.
It was that
did.
much.
yeah. It's that. Well,
Oh, no,
originally it
yeah.
was like what, five, without like no,
It was
no.
like 5 mil.
No. It was three, and then with the tray price, it was like just like under three. Yeah, yeah. No, now it's really expensive.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off this fucking mask. This thing hurts.
Um,
Man,
So wearing it.
it was like cutting into my eye.
but so, I mean, it's what else? Like even like every like holiday season, like they always do like events, like just like recently the Halloween. It's like they always like kind of go all out, like add new things and like add like existing things that have already been in the game.
Brand like
Yeah.
re-existing game modes, like brand new themes, like different races. Which, by the Halloween theme in races though, is the most pain in the ass one because you can't
Well, yeah,
see
yeah,
shit.
you can't see, but it's still cool that they do that because they obviously don't have to, but they do. It's
Yeah.
like they don't have to do that every year.
I do. I really love the snowballs. The snowballs.
Yeah, so like
the
obviously with
snowballs are really fun to use. I'm not gonna.
I
That's
hate
that's
the
why I
snow
love
though.
see like
I
Hate
do
the
too.
snow. Love the snow.
Especially like
Love.
driving was such a pain in the ass in the game.
yeah, but like it's still
Oh, you
fun
need-
though because it provides a little more challenge when they do like the whole Christmas update where they add snow, because like obviously since
Oh god.
Los Santos is Los Angeles in real life, it's like it doesn't snow in California, but every year they add snow for like that whole Christmas theme, which is kind of fun. So obviously, you don't get that in Los Angeles, so it's cool that they do that.
So why not in GT?
Exactly. And it's like they don't have to do that every year, but they do, and it's different, and it makes the game like kind of feel a little different at times.
Yeah.
The like the
Yeah.
Christmas
You know
clothing.
what I think is the only time. You know what I think is the only time that I remember Rockstar like fucking up badly.
What?
Adderley.
The
What do you
Trillium
mean?
Other-
mission.
The Tron stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I don't like Deadline.
Yeah, Deadline was just a game mode that I never liked.
Yeah.
Oh, Deadline.
fuck.
Yeah, like the
I know
Tron.
I know what you're talking about.
Deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And like, you know,
Fuck that.
it's also interesting to see how like if you look at like the cars and like all the vehicles from over GTA's history, like, you know, if you remember like when they first started out, you know, they would take like let's say like two or three cars and mash them together, you know? Whereas now
Yeah.
when we're getting new cars, they actually more look like their real life counterparts, which I think is really interesting to see how like far they've come, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously, like, you know, they still do that, like they still mash a couple cards together, but they look more realistic to like their actual counterparts now, which is really cool.
Well, except for the part that you don't waste gas. That's just not real.
Obviously, because
or driving to the gas station, or driving to a gas
you
station and
just
driving exploding.
You just get infinite gas in that game. That's what I love about it.
Except if you shoot like the gas tank, then it'll start leaking.
yeah, but
or my favorite part, you run into a gas station and blow up for no reason.
that's true. Obviously,
That's what I love about
that would
it.
obviously
That's what I
happen
love.
in real life too, Bo.
I know, but if you got gas in your car and you drive straight in with like a match on it, then it's understandable. Like if you touch like I don't know a gas tank in GTA, you randomly just blow up.
Literally, if you just touch it, it will explode. If you just touch it with your vehicle, it will explode. It's funny.
Yeah, it'll be a Paul Walker 2.0.
Imagine like kicking one of the gas tanks and then it just goes boom.
That's what happened.
Right.
No, that's what happened in GTA. You can do that. You can just take a gas tank and just randomly blow up.
Yeah.
I can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrorism mode activated.
Terrorism.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
as a part of Death
Any
Watch,
ideas?
Mode activate.
Don't take my ideas.
I mean, Gar, technically you are seen as a terrorist for some people, so.
It's only terrorism if you don't agree with it.
It kind of works though.
All right.
But
I just blew up some random dude's car. Get fucked.
Get fucked.
But
if
I mean,
watching this video, go fuck yourself.
Hey, language.
Who cares?
We're 18 plus. We're 18 plus, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. What else?
If you're worried about language, you might not want to watch my videos.
Or our videos too. But
we say fuck a lot.
Yeah, we do.
We do, but let's get back on topic. Let's get back on topic. We're getting out of pocket.
Yep.
Yeah. What else can we say about GTA 5?
Is that the three characters thing, like the three characters story is actually pretty cool. Like,
yeah, that was a cool
unique
unique
three
thing.
In the story, so it's actually really cool.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like,
Yeah, definitely.
this is definitely one of like the greatest games, but
Grand Theft Auto 4 did that first, if we're being technical.
Yeah, but when it comes to like actually switching like during actual games, like actually during like the story, eventually like it says like, oh yeah, press down D5 to switch to Trevor when you're Michael, or switch to Franklin when you're Trevor. So then don't get me wrong. I'm not proving you wrong. I'm not proving you wrong by any means, but I'm just saying like when it comes to like actually like a fluid switch yourself, that's when like GTA 5 like had that fluidity.
Yeah, I mean,
but people always say like, oh, there was three protagonists in GTA 5 and GTA 5, so that means they didn't do it first in another game. And I'm like, no.
But yeah, I know exactly. That's why 4 did it first.
Yeah, I mean, they just keep adding so much stuff. You know,
they do. They keep adding more content,
like the weapons
more,
too.
More everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that obviously it doesn't obviously make sense for them to do, for Rockstar to do it in GTA 5, but one weapon I've always would have liked to see in GTA 5 is like a modernized like bow and arrow. I think that'd be really fun.
That'd be like a crossbow.
Or like a crossbow, but obviously we're probably not going to get that at this point.
No.
But I still think that that would always been like a really cool thing to see.
What do you guys think is the most useless purchase in all of Grand Theft Auto Online?
The yacht.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I like
have
the
to
yacht
say.
if you're trying to get away from griefers because they can't like
Yeah, but still, it's
kill
What was
you
that?
much.
Yeah, but
What was
let's
that?
be honest. Let's be
That
honest. I mean,
laser
who?
launch. What's that laser launcher? That's like
Oh, the
kind of
Widowmaker?
like the minigun.
yeah,
Yeah, the
the
Widowmaker?
Widowmaker. That shit sucks.
yeah, no, the
I mean,
Widowmaker's not
it's
bad. Just get the
No,
minigun.
no. You want
Yeah,
to know what
it's
the
okay at
worst
its
wasting
best.
money is?
What?
The
Yeah.
golden helicopter and the golden plane.
Oh yeah, the Swift
I used to
Deluxe and
I
Luxury
purchased that
yeah.
on
Deluxe.
story mode.
That's bad.
Because like what you can do is you can just go buy like the Swift or the Luxor, store it in your hangar, and just paint it gold,
Yeah.
Holiday.
Literally all you got
and you'll
is
save like what,
gold.
15 million almost,
I
like
just think
what,
that's
10
I
million?
just think that's a waste.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just definitely a waste.
yeah,
There's
that's
a
a waste.
lot of things that are wasted in GTA.
Like also something else that I
Yeah.
think is like a waste too
You guys
is
can only gain $8 million legally in Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, that's always challenging. You know what else I think is kind of a waste of a purchase though? The laser jet, like you think the jet you can just
Yeah.
literally steal from military
Oh,
base
yeah,
because
I agree.
because if you have
yeah.
your hangar in the military base, obviously you have a low level clearance. You can just, if you want to get a laser, just drive in a military base, steal it, and leave. You know.
Yeah, especially when you own a hangar, so like you get like more planes than just a laser.
Yeah, it's like also just buy the Hydra at that point, which is a little bit better. Which is better.
Nah, bro, I'd buy the Raiju.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that too.
but yeah, I mean
I
it's
crashed my helicopter into a building.
Damn,
job,
that's how
Gar.
Kobe felt.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna have to get cut out of the video.
Yeah, we don't.
I'm
we'll-
sure half of this.
Actually, nah, keep that in the video. Keep that in the video.
We
If
will.
I get canceled, I get canceled. I don't care.
It'll happen eventually.
It'll either get you guys views or it'll get all of us canceled.
And well, we'll
I'm
get
pretty
canceled
sure
one day. So,
We'll get canceled one day. So you know what? Why do we warm up the waters?
but all right.
Why do we
Why
warm
not
up the
just
waters?
warm up the water?
So, do we have anything else we kind of want to like talk about GTA 5 before like move on to like Red Dead Redemption?
No.
There's a lot.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
what do you think
There's
is
a lot-
better to? What do you think is better to play, online missions or just like the missions and the story?
I mean,
I
well,
have to say,
Story
I
every
say-
once in a while. but,
story missions
yeah.
are like
I-
obviously really good. It's just like when they're obviously a lot better than online missions because like online there's really not like a story you're following really. You know, you just kind of do missions to like
They
make
should just
money
do
or
it-
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you-
just it's like you're doing it randomly.
well,
Yeah,
the thing
I
is,
mean-
way is like you're a criminal and like you're doing tasks from like other people who's giving you. So like you give me like this task to go kill this guy, rob this guy, or go shoot out a plane,
Yeah.
rob this briefcase, and so forth. This is more of you just doing legal activities. You know, the story like it's like more of like how their lives are affected by these events. You know, right here is just your benefit of these
Yeah.
events.
Yeah, I mean,
But what I think it's really cool though is seeing like the characters we know
from
like, go
story
to
mode
the
into online.
going to the online missions.
Yeah, that is
like
cool.
for
Same.
example,
Yeah, that is-
like Franklin, Trevor, Ron.
Yeah, Michael hasn't appeared yet.
The chef.
Sadly,
Are-
not Michael.
I'm really hoping they can add Michael.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll I feel like
Maybe they will. Maybe they will.
I mean, there is a suspected DLC coming up soon, so
yeah, I feel like Rockstar will probably do like one big final DLC before like
And
GTA
have
6
all
would
three
come out.
characters help. Yeah, have all three characters like help you. Like, I'll say right now, if the DLC is like a heist DLC, eventually like it's like one more heist. Eventually, you pull out one more heist with the three of them, so but it's like the unit depository.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be
That's
really
like
fun.
the final
Yeah.
DLC. That's like the final DLC. I don't honestly block for that.
Yeah, I mean,
would.
I feel like they'll
love
probably do
that.
one.
You can already rob the Union Depository with the
I know, but
auto
we're talking
shop contract.
well, yeah, but you don't
Yeah,
like
but
make that much
We're
money.
talking about going in. We're talking about like going in. Like we're talking like going into the actual major bank and actually stealing like all of like their goods.
Yeah, it's similar to like how they ended
Yeah.
like the story with that heist.
I think that would be a great way to end it.
Yeah, you know, one
Yeah.
thing like kind of like one complaint I kind of noticed like Grand Theft Auto's his franchise is like between all the games, I mean, well, yes, there's like a story, but they're not like really as like interconnected. You know what I mean? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there are like some like hints, like oh yeah, they all do exist like in the same world, kind of, but like it's not really like necessarily clear. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said right now, like the lore as of right now, it's very vague. Like we don't know if we're ahead of time, I don't know, we're behind time. Like it's super vague because some of the characters we meet are story characters, but like they don't know like saying like, oh yeah, I
right
met
now
you
we're
here.
ahead of time. Right now we're ahead of time.
Okay, all right.
After the Doomsday heist, everything after that is after the story mode.
Okay.
Okay, all right, all right. Thank you, Gar.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Scott.
That's Bo.
You have
Thank
no
you,
idea how
John.
many hours of research I put into that to literally find that shit out.
Yeah, it's like because I knew like online started like before the game, like before story mode.
Yeah, and
The
then
answer
each
is
DLC.
But I mean, I just feel like the whole like those just story modes like aren't really necessarily like as much interconnected as like some other games are, like that like multiple entries.
Yeah.
Similar to
Yeah,
like
definitely.
like Red Dead Redemption, where like both games like connected.
Mhm.
So
I wish Arthur Morgan was in RDO.
but I mean,
Now, what's your guys' like favorite mod to play on GTA online?
Chaos mod.
Carmageddon.
Yeah.
What was that what was that mod that we played, like we're all cars and it was like a samurai fight, but we're in
Sumo.
vehicles?
Sumo.
no, that's not a
Sumo.
mod. That you mean a
Sumo.
job? You mean
Sumo is
jobs?
fucking
Wait,
fun.
Din. Do you mean jobs,
Not
not
gonna lie, I kind
mods?
of feel like we're playing Sumo right now.
No, I'm talking about
Play Sumo.
Sumo's not a
down.
mod.
I'm down to play after
Nah,
this.
I'm not in the mood.
Yeah.
But
We need one more person.
all right. Well, do you guys want to move over to
One of you.
Red Dead
Yeah,
Redemption?
let's move to RDR because let's move into the Western game that also is popular.
Yeah.
All right.
Still a lot to talk about GTA, but
I know, but like we're gonna keep it short and simple,
Okay,
obviously.
I had one
Yeah.
more thing actually about online.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead,
Okay,
Dad.
Go ahead.
Do you think when they make GTA 6, do you think they're going to make everyone convert their online accounts to new online
No.
servers?
No,
I
you'll
don't.
probably have to
no,
start
no,
over.
Rockstar.
I honestly
knowing
don't think
Rockstar.
they will.
Yeah, knowing Rockstar, they'll probably say it's a new beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
we'll be able to switch our 5
Yeah,
characters. I mean, I would love that, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
How much people do you think are going to be just like outraged by it? I bet
Everybody, but
a lot. Yeah, a lot of people. But here's one thing: it's just I feel like a new beginning for like GTA 6 because like it's been like quite some time we ever played like an actual new GTA game. Look about the DLCs help keep the game fresh, but we're talking like actually a new title. We might as well start it fresh again.
although never say never, but I doubt that'll happen.
Because I heard they're going to separate GTA, like the story mode, with GTA Online. And so they're going to do kind of like what I guess Call of Duty does, where each like campaign's different, but they kind of just move Warzone over.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Who
I
knows?
guess
Who knows what they're cooking up?
only time will tell.
I'm excited for it.
But all right, let's move over to Red Dead Redemption 2, which in my personal opinion is my favorite game of all time. Like I've put a lot of hours in GTA 5 as well, but when it comes to Red Dead Redemption 2, I probably have, I don't know, well over 2,000 hours into Red Dead Redemption 2. It's like I got to the point where like I know everything about that game, like where every like little tiny Easter egg is, to like every gun, to every collectible. So yeah, I think I've put a lot of time into Red Dead Redemption 2.
I recently just finished the game. Not too recently, but a while ago I finished the game, and it was really fun.
Yeah, I think the story that Red Dead Redemption 2 specifically tells is just absolutely amazing. It's like everything about it is just fantastic.
Oh, and probably should say
Okay.
for anyone else listening, there are going to be spoilers. So if you have
Yeah.
not finished,
I mean,
It's not our fault you guys spoiled if you didn't play this game.
if you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 or seen like a walkthrough,
I didn't finish it yet, but I don't mind spoils.
I mean, Dan,
I
I
really
are
don't
we
care.
going
I
to
really
be
care about
talking
spoilers.
about the first game? If
well, we'll briefly
because
mention the first game, but like we're gonna like I think like just
all right,
mainly
because I haven't
focus on
played the
2.
first game yet.
Oh yeah.
Neither have I. Neither have I.
Oh, Red Dead 1 is fucking awesome, dude.
They're both
No
great.
spoilers.
Both Red Dead Redemptions are
No spoilers.
amazing.
Yeah, Red Dead 1 was great.
I've
I
been
love this
dead
one.
for quite a while, so I haven't
Yeah,
had time to go play
Jenga,
it.
Dad's gotta catch up on things.
Yeah, we should catch the old man up on time.
Exactly, but
Hey, you can't teach a new dog an old dog new tricks.
but
Right.
So you can teach a new dog old tricks.
you can't teach an old Mandalorian the new ways.
The no way.
But I mean, I think GTA 5 excels more as like online. Red Dead Redemption 2 excels more in its storytelling and the story mode of the game. Because like I've spent a lot more time in story mode than I have in online in Red Dead. It's not that Red Dead Online is bad. It's just Red Dead I feel like does a better job in story mode.
Yeah.
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 And
But it's too bad Rockstar couldn't support online that much.
yeah, no, they stopped the support for Red Dead Online.
Well, the part where I understand why they did that was it was not making them money. Like
Yeah.
like
It wasn't as successful.
GTA was.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So it makes sense why.
yeah, no, I know it
they
makes sense
did
why.
but it doesn't mean that it was favorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
I've
they
played
could
a
still
total of
save it, but
300
No, they
hours
stopped
of
support like a
yeah.
year ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if they were continuing so then I highly doubt they're gonna go that far.
I mean,
I
there
highly doubt
there
they're
was
gonna go
always
that far
like
for that.
we were supposed to get heist, I believe, but obviously that didn't happen.
We got
Uh,
bounties. We got
see,
like a lot of jobs. That
one
don't-
of the
that doesn't
cool
involve crime.
one of the coolest things I think about like Red Dead Online is like the whole job thing. Where, you know, like obviously like GTA 5, like you didn't really have a job, and it was like you did, but like it was more like a criminal thing. Like you were running like a criminal enterprise. Where in
Yeah.
like Red Dead Redemption 2, it made you actually simulate like like an actual like profession in that time. You know, you had like the bounty hunter, the collector, the trader, moonshine, and like the naturalist role. Those are like all kind of like somewhat legitimate businesses. What made you kind of feel like more
Yeah.
like a real life scenario.
Yeah.
And I think that was really interesting.
Yeah, I think they did an amazing job with that.
But like
They did.
it, Red Dead Redemption 2 just didn't have like the same flair as GTA Online did. You know.
Oh no.
When it came to that,
not by a
because
long
like
shot.
at the end of the day, I don't feel like there was like as much to do in Red Dead Online as there was to do in GTA Online, But like,
The Red Dead Online, like the map is huge. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like it's only like limited to like whatever you're doing. Like either you're doing collecting, bounty hunting,
Yeah.
naturalists, or being a hunter.
Like,
so
they
forth.
coulda-
Those are only like
they could have done a little bit more, but obviously, it was what it was, and I still, can hop on Red Dead Online and still have a blast from time to time. But Red Dead Redemption 2 really, it just shines when it's story. I mean, like, after playing like the first game, I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, who's this Arthur guy?" Like, Arthur sucks. It's like because we got so attached to John Marston from the first game, and like when we just get thrown in this, like, yes, it's a prequel, John's in the game, but you don't play as John. I feel like people are like, all right, I don't like this, but yet Rockstar storytelling is so well in that game. It's like you just feel for Arthur, you just fall in love with Arthur immediately so quickly. It's like you're like, damn, Arthur's a great character, he's a great man. I think the coolest thing is like how the honor affects like the story, and it's how like people talk about Arthur later on, like after his death. It's like how like people like be like, if you have like bad honor, be like, oh, Arthur he wasn't a good man at the end or whatever.
He
Or
was
if you
a
have
piece
good
of shit. He
honor,
robbed me. He robbed me everything. He beat me up.
yeah,
Blah
it's
blah blah. He's dead.
that's what I think is like cool. That's how I think games with choice, like how like the impact of what you do should
Oh
be in
yeah.
games where like some games take it too
Yeah.
far.
That's
You know,
what I
Um,
think
the,
GTA 5
there's
or
that
GTA
one.
6 should do.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
GTA
definitely
6
have a
should
moral
take
system.
example
Oh
from like
yeah, yeah.
Rockstar from like Red Dead Redemption 2 and how certain things can affect like the ending or whatever, but not like crazy like some other games do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's
Um,
a moral system to like help you help you actually you're make an impact in the stories. It would make like players like invest in more like say to like you're being an asshole towards your crewmate. They can sell you out to like the police and say like, oh yeah, I never like this guy. It was like his profits or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like if they
Oh,
add
trust
any
me,
of
I'm
those to
gonna
the
be an
game,
asshole to everybody in that game.
Yeah, I mean, and like
if they're gonna do it.
and like Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode is just filled with so much content to do. It's like there's like so many things that you can like just go out and find like around the world, like around the map. Like there's
yeah.
caves, treasure
And
maps.
there's a lot you have to
It's just
go
seeing the
back on
view,
too.
also, and don't forget, seeing the view is the
Oh my,
best part of the game.
oh my,
Honestly,
yeah.
man, Red Dead 2 is graphically one of the best looking games ever. Like,
oh
it
yeah.
is one
I
of the
mean, like
best.
even to this day, it's like it looks real.
breathtaking.
It looks real.
I
Yeah,
have
it's
a mark spot on my map
It's so
of this
beautiful.
Yeah,
one
the
point
graphics of Red Dead Redemption 2 are just
where you can
absolutely
see.
beautiful.
I'm pretty sure you can see Valentine, Blackwater, Rose, and Saint Denis all in the same one, just one spot, and it's just mind blowing.
It really is
disclaimer
beautiful.
viewers, we're talking about the map. We're not talking about actual people. We're talking about the map.
Yeah. And like I think one thing that I really really loved like Red Dead Redemption 2 is like how they handle like the whole like temperature system where like like if you're too hot like it'll affect you, if you're too cold it'll affect you.
Oh yeah, or like if you're too heavy,
Yeah.
it'll slow down
Yeah,
your
like
pulse.
like if you're too like depending
Too
like if you
light.
eat too much or whatever, like and like your relationship with your horse, it's like they just did everything so well.
My horse, but my first horse died. I was like, oh okay, since I played online a lot, like I'll just revive it. When I found out I couldn't do that, bro,
Yeah.
I got so sad.
And it's like just everything
It's
they
like-
do is just like even how they handled like moving in the snow and like the whole snow thing I absolutely loved.
Yeah.
And
Um,
it's just done so well.
I'm gonna say something about the honor system and about that kind of stuff. Is some missions you have to go back and you have to be a certain honor system just to get all them. Like
Yeah,
when-
yeah, yeah.
If you have like high honor and you're
Yeah.
going around to all the people before they leave near the very end, when you get to Strauss, like you talk to him and then you like help him out.
Yeah.
But then if you have low honor, you quite literally kick him out, and that's something I never noticed.
Yeah, no, it's just those little things
yeah.
that make the game so interesting and unique. It's like even like, when you're like Dal, you were saying about the honor system is, do you remember in chapter 2, chapter 2 when you meet what was his name? The guy who gave you tuberculosis.
Oh, the farmer.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you like if you have like high honor by the time you get to chapter 6, you can get like a secret mission where you help out his wife again, because like obviously he dies, so like you help
Yeah,
out his like wife and his son, and like she's still really mad at you for like what you did, but like you wind up like helping her, but you only get that mission if you have high honor, which I think is really unique.
Yeah, isn't it when the little kid steals the cross?
I
But if
haven't
you
done
have
it in a
low-
long time. So I usually go for bad
Yeah.
honor because it's just like Wild West, like
Yeah,
like
there's
shoot up
one where
place to all the
the
hell.
kid steals a cross, and at the end of the mission you see her, and if you have high honor, you get the mission. But if you have low honor, she runs and calls the cops on you because she's a prostitute, basically.
Yeah, it's really unique. And like, I feel like the whole like kind of like weapon system is really cool too. It's like how
Yeah.
like your gun gets dirty and like the damage goes down. Like where you have to actually
Yeah.
take care of your weaponry.
Or I actually found this out because I'm replaying the game. I'm trying to do all the missions. I got all like the special gunslinger guns.
Yeah.
Which are just slightly better versions of the guns you can buy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's like the all amount of weapons like between online and like the story mode is just like so amazing. Even like customization of your weapons, you can really go all out,
Yeah.
make them unique to you.
Yeah.
And like the wraps,
definitely.
because some of them don't say they do anything, but like the wraps, they make your gun less dirty, and I feel like that realism is just so nice to have.
Yeah,
It's something now. If skins
I'll
were
be
to help like decay your gun, like if skins sorry then. If skins would help decay your gun, like if that's ever like a feature in a game, that would help sell a lot of skins. Like I'll be honest with you, if they ever had like a realistic gun feature, means you to keep your gun clean and like keep it like after functioning. So, and if you were buy a skin and say, oh yeah, this will help it like not like make it like less worn.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
well,
know skins can help out your gun. I didn't even know
yeah,
that
like
either.
it's like they put so
skins,
much
it's only
detail
the,
into everything in Red Dead.
It's only like the leather wrap. You can either get the leather or the something wrap, which is it's in the same. See, the thing is, it's in the same. It's not in the like cosmetics or variety category. It's in the same category when you get the rifling and the scope, or the iron sight. Yeah, it's in that one, but it doesn't say it does anything for your gun. It just says it makes it look nice. But in the game, people found it makes your gun get less dirty.
Yeah,
Or it takes a lot longer for it to get dirty, and it makes sense because you have it wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they just put so much detail into like Red Dead Redemption 2. Like it was worth the wait.
Yeah.
I mean, it was delayed so many times.
Or the difference.
Yeah.
Because you can play the game twice. Every mission, every customizable mission,
Yeah.
you get to play twice.
Yeah.
One as Arthur, one as John.
Yeah, you have like the epilogue
for each of them,
which is awesome as well. I think one of the most like wholesome and like just kind of fun missions is when you build John's house in Beecher's Hope.
But
like also like the music that plays when you do that just like hits so hard too.
Yeah, I remember the artist Charlie D'Amelio, whatever her name was.
Charles.
He made a song. Charlie D'Amelio. She made a song.
Oh.
And if people found out that she was using the beat for that song. He sampled Red Dead Redemption 2.
Like they just put so much detail in that game. And actually, I feel like not a lot of people. I'll give you guys a little fun fact. Is in GTA 5, like when you go to like Franklin's house, like up in the hills, if you look on his bookshelf, there's a book titled Red Dead, written by Jay Marston, and a lot of people like speculating that it's John Marston who wrote this book about his life and like the Vanderlyn gang, like growing up in like the during this time.
I'd say it's more likely to be Jack Marston.
I said
Jack Marston's grandson.
Because he was the only Jack Marston. He was the one that read.
No, I said Jack.
You said John.
Did you say John?
Oh well, I meant Jack.
John, yeah.
I meant Jack.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's because like we do know that the Red Dead Redemption games take place like in the same universe more or less. It's like there's like hints in GTA 5 about that. Which is cool.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, now a lot of people pick up on that.
Some the hints are subtle. Like you have to like look for them. Like,
yeah, they're not like just like here's like a hint to Red Dead or like Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really love Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's a shame we didn't get like a story DLC for the game like we did like with the first one, like with Undead Nightmare. I mean, I would have liked maybe just like
hoping they would do Undead Nightmare. I really loved Undead Nightmare.
I mean, Undead Nightmare was fun. See, like I feel like they could have either done like Undead Nightmare like again, or would it be like a really interesting DLC? Is how the whole story, like they're always mentioning like the Blackwater heist and like how like that heist was like just so messed up and like all the problems with it, right?
I thought you played that in Red Dead Redemption 1. I realize it's
what I think would have been a cool DLC is to go back at for DLC is like go back and like play the Blackwater heist and see what actually like happened and like what went down. I feel like that'd be a really fun DLC,
I feel like that'd be good for since the online takes place before it.
Yeah.
For the actual story, I feel like that'd be really good for like online, is you might be able to like see a commercial,
I think
about it.
I don't see now. Here's the thing. I don't think Red Dead. No, because I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is online. It takes place after the Blackwater heist because, um, obviously this is just a theory that I have. Is because you can meet Sean McGuire in like a shack in tall trees, and saying that he's like hiding out. So I think it takes because why else would he be? Why else would he not be with the Vanderlyn gang at that point? Why would he be hiding out in the middle of the woods if it wasn't after the Blackwater heist?
It could have been before he got found by the Vandalin gang.
No, see, no, it's I think at that it's not that I know online's not that far wouldn't be that far ahead, that far behind. So I think it takes place. I know it takes place before the main story starts. So I think it takes place not long after the Blackwater heist. But obviously I don't know for sure. So
yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But if it does take place after the or before the heist, I feel like it'd be cool to see Pinkerton's talking about it because obviously someone snitched there. And so it was.
Yeah, obviously we know who the snitch was.
Going to happen.
Or the rat, as they say. It was Micah.
Actually, I guess it could have not been.
Well,
because
Micah was the rat later on, for sure.
Yeah, he was a rat at one point but he could have been approached like how Arthur was approached.
True,
but
we don't know.
The Pinkerton Detective Agency.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, do we have anything else to really talk about for Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah, just real world. I think the one part is how immersive it is.
Yeah, I mean it's
yeah.
They really went all out. Now before we end, obviously Rockstar did. Obviously we know Rockstar confirmed GTA 6 is obviously that's coming out. That's their next big project. But Rockstar Games also within the last month or so also did confirm Red Dead Redemption 3 is going to be happening as well. So I thought, if you guys just want to kind of talk about what we would want to see in that.
GTA 6, I definitely want to see them in
no, I'm just talking about Red Dead Redemption 3 for right now.
Oh.
We kind of know the more or less kind of
I'm not really interested.
Thing that's going to happen with GTA 6.
In RE3. I'm not really interested in RE3, so I'm more interested in GTA 6 because I'm more of a GTA man.
Yeah. I mean, for go ahead, Gar. Gar.
He said he said the same thing as me. He's a GTA man as well.
Oh, okay. So for if they didn't do a Red Dead, obviously we know they're doing it, but for obviously the whole thing is what story are they gonna tell? Because really, do you think we're and they basically
probably Jax. It's probably Jax.
Well, I have 2 things of what I think, or actually 3 ideas. So obviously it's people they kind of told the whole story of what we wanted to see what else are we gonna say, go through. I think one, it should either be we play as let's say Arthur again or something like that, or somebody else, but at the start of the Vanderlyn gang. It's when the Vanderlyn gang first starts with Arthur, Hosea, and Dutch. It's go back to the founding parts of the Vanderlyn gang in the beginning. Yeah. Or continue Jack's story after Red Dead Redemption 1's ending. I feel that epilogue. Or just give us something entirely new within that world and just kind of leave the Vanderlyn gang as itself. It's let's just play as somebody completely new, separate from the Vanderlyn gang. But I don't know. Obviously,
I had some good idea as a person you could play with. Obviously, it would be kind of bad because you know how they die in the second game. Is you can play as an O'Driscoll maybe.
That could be interesting.
It'd be a whole different point of view.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's who knows what Rockstar is going to do. I'm sure it'll be amazing.
Because
I'm sure
we know that
the cooking is still.
Oh yeah.
Most of those O'Driscolls aren't bad people, as we know from Kieran.
Yeah, it's just they're not necessarily bad. It's just that they had a gang feud. It's because of Colum killed Dutch's like was it girlfriend or wife or whatever. So then Dutch killed his brother. So like that's like the whole thing started.
Yeah.
So, but who? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure whenever Red Dead Redemption 3 comes out, whatever path they decide to go down, I'm sure it'll be amazing.
I bet so too.
But Din, do you have anything to say about like a potential Red Dead 3? Din?
He died.
Huh?
Do you have anything you want to say about like like Red Dead Redemption 3?
Din.
Sorry.
Oh, Din got
Oh,
quiet.
no, you good guard. You good guard. You good guard.
But honestly, I don't.
Is Din really
No.
quiet for anybody else right now?
I think so. Yeah. Can you speak? So speak a little more. You're quiet.
Wait, am I quiet?
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
But honestly, don't have any ideas. I've only finished the first story, but I didn't finish the second one yet. But I will. But
All right.
I am hoping that they could maybe continue off like like what you said about the games. Like maybe they'll make a new story about the game, or they'll make what was who's the guy that killed John?
Oh,
You mean set? You mean setup?
Or
no,
yeah,
the
setup.
one who killed John was.
Please no spoilers. Please no
oh,
spoilers.
well.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm gonna deafen myself.
Yeah,
Someone
no spoilers.
message me when you guys are done talking about it. Okay.
All right.
All right. The one who killed John was Everett Ross.
Did he die?
Yeah, it was Ross.
Yeah. John died by the hands of the Pinkerton because they set him up. It's like the whole thing was like one was like, kill all like the remaining members of your gang, bringing them in to us, and we'll you'll be fine. Like we won't arrest you or anything like that. You'll be fine. You'll be free, and you and your family will be free. But they lied and killed him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I really hope if that John's son could avenge his father.
Yeah, and then in the epilogue of 1, Jack got revenge and killed Everett Ross.
Yeah.
That was like that was just like the one mission of the epilogue.
Yeah.
Pretty much that. After you get to mess around.
But all right, let's stop talking about this for now so we can get
Yeah.
Django back.
Someone message Django. Yeah, someone message Django saying we done talk.
Yeah, someone get Django back.
I shot the sheriff.
So. Let me get my father back.
Yep. Stand by, people. Stand by.
You want to know what the most fun thing to do in this game?
What?
Playing with mods. Already, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But
I'm playing with the Chaos mod.
No, console. No, he's running console can't run mods that well.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Father. But I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think it's a good stop point right here.
But I also, before we end, I just want to briefly thank you guys because in the last video we did, we set a like goal of, was it 10 likes, right?
10 likes, yeah, because we want to go crazy over the bar, but
But
our viewers decided to.
Yeah, you guys decided to
expectation.
exceed that and give us 1,000.
Which, thank you massively.
I don't understand that, but.
And also, what the hell,
Thanks,
guys?
y'all.
Yeah. So Why don't we say 20 and see what happens at that point? Maybe we'll.
I swear, if we break 2K, I give up.
So let's try to hit 20 likes. And
Or if y'all break 2K, you need to give me a fucking shout out at that point. Damn.
so yeah,
We'll let you know.
we'll catch you guys the next time. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hit that dig
Yep.
down.
All right, bye guys.
Stay fresh, y'all.
Yep.
Peace.